Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Big Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers face off with Blake Bortles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, let's get on up to Jacksonville. Standing by for the call, it's our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. Charles, good matchup here. A couple of playoff teams from a season ago.
And just think about how the NFL works, partner. 8 teams that made the playoffs the year before didn't make it last season. So there's always going to be parity in this league, and guys have to be ready to go. Just because you made it the year before doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get back again. And
no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Leading them out is the former first-rounder from all the way back in 2004 from Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger.
And when you just sit and look at the raw numbers, you actually kick back and nod in appreciation about the career Ben Roethlisberger has had. Went over 50,000 passing yards last year, 8th all-time. But what he wants more than anything, one more run at the Super Bowl where he's won twice previously.
First carry for James Conner. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, J.Don Mickens. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Coming off a career-high 388 yards last week, Blake Bortles bringing out the Jags. He also threw 2 touchdowns in that win for the Jags over the Jets, Charles. So pretty good week for Mr. Bortles.
Yeah, what does his teammate Jalen Ramsey call it? Playoff Blake. When they get playoff Blake performing, they're awfully tough to beat because of their defense. Jags are now 3-1 for the first time since 2007. The only concern is they go on the road to take on Kansas City next week. Leonard Fournette, their star running back, had 11 carries for 30 yards against the Jets, but he retweaked his hamstring. We'll see if he's available next week.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And for this offensive unit that we'll see here in just a second, T.J. Yeldon is certainly someone to mention.
Came out of Alabama with a lot of attention, but earned it. This guy is better and better at a lighter weight. Shifty back who can finish with power.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Green 80.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
In today's NFL, you're not just looking for height from your cornerbacks. You're looking for length in order to combat the tall wide receivers that they have to play against each and every week. And Artie Burns has all of that. In addition, he has the ability to change direction and make plays on the football in the air. And finally, he's a willing tackler, which is really key for cornerbacks today.
Let's go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Green 80.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Green 80.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Interesting nugget on the Steelers as their offense comes back out here. They had won 9 straight on Sunday night. Well, that run ended week 4 with that 26-14 loss to their division rivals, the Baltimore Ravens, Charles.
Yeah, not a particularly smooth game offensively for Pittsburgh. Normally, we see them operate like a high-end automobile and score a bunch of points. Ben Roethlisberger not quite connecting with his receivers, notably Antonio Brown, and that's really unusual. I can't believe this team is 1-2-1. I thought they would run away with the AFC North this year.
Upcoming games for them, home for Atlanta, then at Cincinnati before getting the bye week. Roethlisberger over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And we will not see another play as time has run out on this first quarter. 0-0 our score. More from Jacksonville after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Malik Jackson in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are in for the touchdown.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Paul bringing it in. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play.
Here we go. Green 80. Green 80.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. Dante Moncrief. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dante Moncrief, 76 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McDonald. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is taken at his 4. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, green 80, green 80.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Green 80, green 80.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Green 80, green 80.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is TJ Yeldon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field.
Green 80.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now Brown, able to spin free. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive will start with Connor, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will be taken at the 13. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Bortles going to throw. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
380.
Bortles now on 1st down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Green 80.
On second down, here's Bortles. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Bortles to the former Jets, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags first down. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He's back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice
don't
it
they?
all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Green 80. Green 80.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Green 80. Green 80.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Bortles now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80.
Back to throw. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll spike it here at 27 seconds.
Green 80.
Back to throw, Bortles. And he's got some space here. A Jacksonville first down and a pickup of 17. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.